Shawn Mendes is a crocodile.
Hey, I'm Shawn Mendes. La, 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 la.
That's right, my fellow Jesus chairs. Shawn Mendes is a crocodile. This is something we did not need. Lyle, Crocodile is a movie that exists. It came out in 2022, and I think it's pretty safe to say that this thing really got left behind and has been mostly forgotten about. I remember hearing vaguely about it back when it first released, and then nothing much until, well, now, when TikTok and the internet decided to unearth this slumbering evil. It has awoken, and now the Shawn Mendes Crocodile is everywhere. He is haunting us all, taking no mercy on who he encounters. Now let's say this straight away. Do I actually deeply hate and loathe this crocodile? Yes. No, I don't. Do I think he's cute? Maybe. Sure, I can understand that opinion. When he's a baby at least, his grown design is a different story. But he's cute because of the graphics. The visual design on him is cute. And my issue with this creature is the casting issue. This is easily the goofiest thing I've seen come out of Hollywood in a while. They put a grown man's voice on a baby crocodile.
Look at us now, la la la.
Look me in the eyes and tell me that's a good idea. Tell me that this thing should have a grown man's voice. No, it shouldn't. And anyone who says that this should be a thing is lying to themselves. Like, sure, on the surface this thing is cute, but it's also deeply wrong. Things can be cute and wrong at the same time. For example, pugs. Many people love pugs and think they're super cute, but when you peel away the layers and look at their skull, it is deeply wrong. They can't breathe properly, it looks like the mouth is angled up so it can better lick its own eyeballs. Honestly, their skulls look closer to an anglerfish or something than they do other dogs. If you think a pug's skull looks correct, no you don't. A little sidetrack, but the point is Lyle looks cute on the surface, but then you peel back the layers to find the grown man that's inside, and things get a little bit odd. I could have used better wording, but we're going with it. The issue with Lyle is that the voice simply doesn't fit. Many moviegoers and just people who've seen the clips online have voiced many times over that this disconnect between the voice and the visual design really pulled them out of what they were watching, or it was just straight up uncanny or bothersome. Lyle as a baby would have been vastly cuter if he did not have the voice of a grown man. They should have just cast a kid into this part and then got Shawn Mendes to cover the older voice. That would have been vastly better. But even when the crocodile's aged up, even with the adult body, it just doesn't fit.
Wanna stop and thank you, baby.
You just don't expect that voice to come out of this. I don't think Shawn Mendes is the best choice. No hate to him. In my opinion, I think he can sing, but he's just not crocodile-y enough. Because his voice could be described as more upbeat and soft with a generally higher pitch, which is completely jarring when coming out of the mouth of a carnivorous reptile that's 6 feet tall. It does not make sense. And I'm not gonna be ignorant, I don't think it was a mistake. It's a very deliberate choice. This isn't just like a little oopsie or oversight that they made. I'm sure they knew that the voice was out of place. And I think there's a couple reasons why they could have deliberately made the decision for there to be such a mismatch here. Reason number one, maybe it's part of the whole don't judge a book by its cover theme. This crocodile looks scary. Actually, he's super approachable and nice.
Sweet it is to be loved.
Reason number two is they just wanted to make him sound cuter and better for the kids watching this because, well, it is a kids movie, so that makes sense. For reason number one, I think it kind of fails because, yeah, sure, don't judge a book by its cover. His voice diverts expectations, but it's very, very distracting. I mean, again, this movie is now a meme. People everywhere are pretty much saying it's very odd. And for reason number two, if they wanted to make this guy super cute and give him the fun Shawn Mendes voice because this is a fun kids movie, why did they choose this medium for telling their story? And why did they choose this grown crocodile design? It's live action with the CGI crocodile, and the way they designed the crocodile when he's grown is they messed up. They messed up here pretty bad, I think. He has beady eyes, he has leathery, textured, wrinkled skin leaning towards the realism style, and lots of sharp teeth. And here's something, this guy is actually an alligator. I mean, the movie says he's a crocodile, but they messed up his visual design to the point where he's actually now an alligator. The main visual difference between alligators and crocodiles is their snout shape, and Lyle's snout is that of an alligator, not a crocodile. Crocodiles have pointed snouts, while alligators have more rounded ones. And this one certainly isn't pointy. If we pull up images online, clearly Lyle matches an alligator more. So, yeah, this was probably done to make Lyle cuter and less scary because, I mean, if you're gonna give it the pointed snout, that's gonna look kind of intimidating. But here's my thing. Why are you even making that change to make him cuter, but then leaving in his beady eyes? It's weird. It's like they tried compromising on the design between realism and something more cutesy, and then nothing won. It's honestly just a mess. I think this movie would have been vastly better and people wouldn't be making fun of it so much if they just decided to either fully make the movie animated or fully stylize the crocodile in a cartoony way. Now, I can't think of many examples of the look that I think would benefit this movie greatly, but there is the Tom and Jerry movie. I personally like the visuals of Tom and Jerry in the movie because they were cartoony but also 3D. And I don't think you need to try and make your cartoon animals super realistic just because the medium is live action. Leaving them cartoony is a little fine. It's fun. And this is about the only praise I will be giving to the Tom and Jerry movie. Don't think me mentioning this means I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just literally this one thing I think could have benefited Lyle Crocodile, like this sort of style. And instead of some weird attempt to make a semi-realistic, semi-cartoony crocodile that is technically an alligator. I think it was important to talk about the design of Lyle because I think that greatly played into Shawn Mendes' voice not fitting properly. I think that accounts for about 75% of the issue, but that's not all of it. It's time to look at the very real, long, extensive list of talking animated animals, part of the Crocodilia family: alligators, crocodiles, and caimans. Okay, so the list is not very extensive at all. I don't get very many other characters to compare to, but I get a couple. Mind you, both of these examples are gators, not crocodiles, but I mean, we know what Lyle really is, so this comparison's fair. Also, the fact that there are no crocodiles on this list leads me to the sad conclusion that crocodiles can in fact not sing or speak. Wah, wah, wah. First up, we got Louis from Disney's Princess and the Frog. This trumpet-playing gator sure is a gator. I mean, his voice is pretty deep. He has some growl to it.
Dip a mouth blue to turn me human. Oh, Louis got it covered.
His line delivery really fits his species. He is peak gator, right? I'd say there's nothing out of place here. Now, example number 2 I got is the one and the only Monty Gator from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Remember back in 2021 when people are going crazy over this guy? Some of you guys haven't left that phase, but I mean, maybe it's for a reason. Man is top G, top gator. How many boogators you have? Boogators you have. That's Scottish, that's not f***ing Andrew Tate. Okay, whatever, I give up. He also has that typical gator voice that you would expect a gator to have.
Rock and roll! Game over, kid. You're in trouble now.
It's deep, it has some serious growl, and even though he's literally from a horror franchise, his design is somehow infinitely more approachable than Lyle the Crocodile. Now, these two characters I just mentioned, pretty much the only two popular talking gators in media as of recent, and you look at Lyle, he's the odd one out. And in a way that feels so jarring to people, because we just for some reason have this strong expectancy that gators have deep voices and are grumbly. Even in the forgotten mid-2000s show, Lego Legends of Chima, all the gators pretty much have the exact same voice type.
Worry, we won't be seeing Laval ever.
So I find it really funny that Lyle Crocodile tried to make a gator that looked way more gatory than any of these other examples I listed, but they decided to make him sound like this.
I just wanna stop.
Now, to make the long story short, this crocodile is goofy, plain and simple. And I had to make a video to get this off my chest. Is this a hate letter to Shawn Mendes or the people who made this movie? No, absolutely not. Let's not treat it like it's a serious world-ending issue. 'Cause it's not. It's far worse. In fact, as we speak, Lyle is currently ripping a tear in time and space to collapse the multiverse. He's going to eat it. No, but it's really not that serious, but this thing is just so confusing and I've had a lot of thoughts on it, so I wanted to share. So if you like this video, feel free to stick around on the channel. I also got social media, a second channel, and some merch you can check out if you want. Thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your day.